The discovery was never meant to happen. It started as a routine drilling project in a dry, unnamed desert where nothing lived, and nothing mattered. At least that is what the maps said. When the drill bit hit metal, everyone thought it was a mistake, old military scrap, maybe buried junk from a forgotten war. But metal does not hum, and this did. A low vibration, not loud, not threatening, just constant, like something breathing underground. They shut the site down within hours. No press, no explanations. Satellite blackout. By nightfall, the desert was no longer empty. Floodlights turned sand into white glass. Men in unmarked uniforms arrived, without insignia, no names, no ranks, just orders. 3 days later they reached it, a smooth, curved surface, black, but not reflective, cold, yet pulsing with faint blue veins under the surface. No seams, no rivets, no damage. It was not buried by an impact. It had been placed there. Carbon dating of the surrounding rock destroyed every timeline they trusted the ship was at least 50,000 years old, older than agriculture, older than cities, older than history. The question was not who built it. The question was why it was already here. They cut a circular opening using tools that should not have worked. The metal adapted, softened, opened. Inside there were no seats, no controls, no screens, just a massive hollow chamber. And a sound, a whisper, that did not come through the ears. It formed directly in the mind. You are early. The first man inside collapsed. No wounds, no struggle, just silence behind the eyes. The second lasted longer. He described memories that were not his. Oceans where deserts now existed, creatures walking upright before humans, a sky with unfamiliar stars. Then he started speaking a language no one recognized, and his voice was not alone. They sealed the chamber. For weeks nothing happened. The ship stayed silent, no signals, no movement. Then people nearby began dreaming the same dream. A black sky, a buried giant, a voice asking the same question. Are you ready? This time animals refused to cross the area. Birds fell silent. Compasses spun uselessly deep. Inside the ship something changed. The metal walls warmed. The hum grew stronger, and symbols began to glow. Not warnings, not threats, records. This was not a spacecraft. It was an archive, a seed vault of intelligence left behind after something ended. The data suggested Earth was not a destination. It was a recovery point. Civilizations had risen here before, advanced, powerful, then erased. Each time the ship waited, watching, recording, resetting. Humans were not the first, just the latest attempt. The final message translated cleanly. Too cleanly. Previous cycles failed due to instability, aggression, self-destruction. Assessment ongoing. When the desert lights went out, the ship finally moved, not upward, not away. It sank deeper, closing itself again, like a patient deciding to keep sleeping. Officially, the site never existed. The project was canceled. The desert returned to silence, but sometimes at night satellites pick up a pulse deep underground, slow, steady, waiting not to arrive, but to judge whether we deserve to stay. Agar Cheho, Maine, is story KO, or Zayada Darkbana Dune, 10, 12-minute exact narration timing. Kuhizab Se stretch car Dune. Yasi Universe, Main Part 2 Leak Dune Bas Bateo Next Kia Chai, or Hanya Story Cheap Nai Hi, is Leah Agar Channel Sirius Hi, to Yakom Karegi.